All right, so it's Friday. Let's go ahead and jump right into these updates, kicking things off with today's sneaker releases. So we saw Nike bring back a classic in the Air DT Max 96, a model, a part of their Diamond Turf series from the 90s, a sneaker worn by Deion Sanders. The last time we saw Nike actually bring these back was 2018, and with the new resurgence of Coach Prime, of course, and a new Nike sneaker deal, it was perfect timing for them to bring these out the vault. So these were a very quick sellout today. I want to say these joints were gone in minutes. Matter of fact, I want to actually say these joints were gone in seconds, and rather dropping via the sneakers app, we actually saw these drop via select retailers as well as Nike.com. Now, as far as Nike's marquee sneakers app release of the day, I guess Nike would say this is probably a disappointment, as we're seeing the Knock the Air Zoom Drive is currently sitting right now in a full size run. Of course, this is a signature model of Drake's Knock the Line, which I would say right now Drake's public perception is probably at an all-time low, obviously due to the whole Kendrick Lamar beef and everything like that. But if we're being honest, I would say Drizzy never really had a huge impact here in the sneaker world anyways. But as far as this release, honestly, I would probably say this is my favorite that we've seen so far from the Knock the Line. I would say that's probably due to its simple black color scheme and the fact that this sneaker is pretty wearable. It's actually a reinterpretation or a redesign of the classic Air Zoom Drive from 99. So we'll see what Nike does, if they plan to pull these pairs, if they don't sell, and who knows what they'll end up doing with all of the leftover pairs. And of course, we got to talk about one of the more popular collaborations of the summer in the Nina Chanel Abney Jordan 3s. These are set to hit the sneakers app coming up on June 20th, but we actually had a little pre-launch yesterday. So Nina Chanel Abney, she went ahead and launched these via her website, getsupercool.com. And let's just say things were a little bit chaotic. Anytime you have one of these hype releases like this, if you just drop these on a regular standard website without something like an EQL raffle, you can expect a lot of issues with this abnormal amount of web traffic via your website. And of course, things were pretty crazy. So yesterday, the raffle opened at 2 p.m. Eastern. The plan was to have things end at 3 p.m. Eastern. So it gave you a 1-hour raffle window to enter. Then users would actually get their raffle W's via email, which they would have about 30 minutes to then check out the link. So of course, things kicked off at 2 p.m. Eastern, and as you expected, the website was acting up. People couldn't even enter into the raffle. A lot of complaints going on via Twitter, of which Nina Chanel Abney, she replied, aware of the inability for some to enter the raffle, we'll be extending the window to give everyone a chance. She also posted this image here saying that their team would be going through every order to then filter out the bot. So of course, this went on for past an hour. People still were not able to enter into the raffle. She then tweeted out, I'll make sure the raffle stays open until everything is resolved, so everyone has a fair chance to enter. So it seems like she's doing the right thing right here. But then of course, another hour goes on. She then posted this, mood still working on getting through it all. So things were getting crazy. People were sitting on the computers at like 4, 5, 6 hours now trying to get a W here on this release. And then it looks like once everything went through and people were finally starting to get their checkout emails, once they checked out the link, pairs were already sold out. So let's just say that things were definitely a mess as far as this release goes, but it wasn't all bad, as some people were able to successfully check out after waiting through for like 6 hours or something like that. But I guess at the end of the day, when it comes to these hype releases, remember this is a pre-launch, and I guess like when it comes to this type of publicity like this, if people aren't able to cop the sneakers, maybe it's a good thing because it just builds up the hype for the sneakers app release. So as far as this release, I would say, man, it sucks if you wasted like 6 hours of your day trying to enter for these joints just to take a L. But at the end of the day, I guess it just builds up the hype for the sneakers app launch. So be on the lookout for these joints coming up next weekend, with a big release coming up June 20th. And we have a developing story here in the war against fake sneakers, as it looks like Nike is looking to eliminate everything and everyone involved in that scene. Now, when I was growing up, I remember people used to get fake sneakers from the flea market, but back then we used to knew they were obvious fakes. We used to say because them joints were like leaning or whatever, you know, obviously talking about the quality materials used on those sneakers. Plus, back in those days, fakes were so obvious with the colorways and everything like that. But nowadays, they like to call them reps. They're getting a lot more close to the actual real sneaker, and Nike sees it as a major problem. We've seen them take down YouTubers promoting fakes. We've seen them sue copycatters such as Babe, Cool Kai, and it looks like the war against fake sneakers continues on, which according to Sneaker Legal, it looks like Nike has filed a lawsuit against over 52 different websites that promote and sell fake sneakers. So pretty much the key points to take away from this lawsuit, what Nike is demanding from all of these companies is, number one, to stop selling these rep sneakers. Number two, destroy everything that you have, all of your unsold sneakers. And number three, pay Nike 3 times the sum of all illicit profits. Now, while I do see where Nike's coming from, of course, this does affect their bottom line with all of these fake rep sneakers being made and everything like that. Plus, nowadays, I would say fake rep sneakers have become more popular than ever with all of like the TikTok trends and everything like that. And nowadays, I would say people just really don't care like that. Plus, a lot of people are fed up nowadays that they can't get a lot of these hype sneakers. Sometimes these releases are unobtainable for your just everyday consumer. Plus, people aren't looking to pay resale, which is why they're turning now to the bootleg, fake, knockoff market, whatever you want to call it. So while I understand where Nike is coming from, I feel like the war on fakes will never end. If Nike takes out, let's say, these 52 different websites, I'm guessing that we'll see like 100 more pop up within the next few months or so. But I guess they got the money to continue these lawsuits. So with that being said, I'm just guessing that the war against fake sneakers will continue to rage on. Plus, we can't forget the fact that a lot of these fake websites give some of your favorite YouTubers as well as some of the biggest sneaker blogs some of their first looks at some of the hottest upcoming sneaker releases. So I guess with this being going on, a lot of people are going to be out of business coming up here soon. But lastly, guys, I wanted to take a look here at the best detailed look here yet at these upcoming Ma Maniere Jordan 3s. So of course, as we see here from the clip, these do include special packaging or whatever like that. So remember, when people first saw images of these, the majority of people were saying that these were trash. So the resellers that got these joints early, they now want to know, with the limited edition or special packaging that you guys see right here, has your opinion change on these? For me personally, you got to do a lot more than some special packaging to entice me to want to grab these. But let me know what you guys think down below. Of course, we are going to wrap things up right here. So it's Friday. I hope y'all have a great weekend. Be sure to drop your feedback on all of the topics covered here today, and let me know if you copped any of the sneakers that dropped today. So I'm JA. Make sure you guys stay safe, stay blessed, and I'm out. Love. I'll catch y'all next time.